Back with part two from the Q, Garden Report, Josue Pavone alongside Nick Gelso. Nick, before we get out of here and head to Boston for Game 2, which takes place Wednesday night at TD Garden, where does the Celtics team go from here? I mean, in terms of lineups, obviously, I mean, what can happen? What can Brad Stevens do in a situation like this to get the best out of his players? Where do they begin?
I mean, it starts with leadership with Brad. Rotations, I mean, lineups. In the locker room tonight, Brad didn't even want to discuss it. Mm-hmm. You know, it was, let's get through tonight. Let's get back to Boston, figure it out at that point. But I mean, at this point, Josue, it's Kyrie, man. It's his show. You know, at this point, he's got to make sure to get everybody involved, continue to get the young people involved. Right. Let's give Marcus Smart an offer at this point. No, I'm just truthfully, I think my overwhelming feeling here at the Q was, you know, let's just get out of here, get back to Boston with all players intact. So Milwaukee, we're on a back-to-back too. Tomorrow night we flip it right back around. Celtics have to move on. Have to move on. How do they do that tomorrow night in Boston?
See more of the same out of Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum. I think it's safe to assume maybe Marcus Smart probably gets into the starting lineup. But then your bench is really, really young. You know, I feel like Marcus Smart, that's a big reason why he's the sixth man of this roster coming into Game 1. So, you know, it's something we talked about in the second half. When I turned to you, we sat right next to each other during the game, and I said, I think this is a game where everyone is playing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the case for at least the next couple of games here as the Celtics try to readjust here on the fly.
I think they will. I mean, luckily, Brad Stevens is one of the best coaches in the NBA. They have a top 15 player in the NBA in Kyrie. Al Horford is still all-star caliber player. Mm-hmm. They have an amazing young core that they can work around. Danny may have to make a move or two, but I say let's get back to Boston and see what happens. And our flight leaves early tomorrow morning, man. We better get back.
All right, with that being said, let's get out of here before they do actually kick us out of Cleveland, like you talked about in the last video. Literally, yeah. See, I wasn't going to bring that up on camera, but he's right. We have to go. All right, signing off from the Q. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Head to greats.com, get yourself signed up, use the promo code Celtics Roundtable, get yourself 15% off these stylish shoes that you can't see at the moment. But if you go to greats.com, you can see what we've been talking about.
I have them on, but, you know, I'm just not feeling too great tonight, but let's take a look. Greats.com, baby.
Not bad.
15% off. Use the code Celtics Roundtable.
If my boy Nick here can pull it off, you can pull it off too. So go get yourself some stylish shoes at Greats.com. Promo code Celtics Roundtable.
Catch you tomorrow night at the Garden.
See you at the Garden
Peace.
Wednesday night.